gamers, welcome back. Final Fantasy XIV. Here we go. I did a few things offline. I did the event quest because most of you have probably all seen it anyway. And I did a couple of the gold making things, the MGPs, to try to get up there. To be close, probably get it next week. I'll be able to purchase the 4-man ride, but we're good. So this is now the start of Stormblood's part 1 post expansion. So the first patch is after the expansion release. I am using a new microphone just to try it out. It's like almost like a shotgun mic. I just want to try it going through something. Maybe it's better than the HyperX. Maybe it's not. It's not even a microphone that's meant for this kind of stuff. It's actually a stereo mic. I need to find my other mics and give those a little bit of a try. So, well, without much further ado, let's get Final Fantasy XIV going. There we go. Change my chat to live chat. I forget to do that. These will probably be like, yeah. Alright, where are we going? Up this way. There was a cutscene that I missed. I did watch it for you guys. Or, I mean, I watched it. It wasn't on stream. Sorry about that. But, go.
Come to see how we're getting on? We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address. Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here. Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future.
Yay.
But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches. The Reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you. Now, don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me? I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure? After all, we were adventurers before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
And I worked a little bit on my fashion. Unless this is... No snoring, if you please. Now, the events I speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy, and Theodoric sat the throne. A uniquely brutal despot by all accounts. That he was. The king of ruins suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with monks of the fist ended with robbers reached being burned to the ground. In the latter years of his rules, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sods he put to death became the property of the kings, and it said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus he was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. And I believe I see the direction of our venture to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty. You assume correct. And would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, or dusk till dawn, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remained simply that. A legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your heart a-racing. There you go. Yay, I learned a new emote. Ooh. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of the revolution in every corner of the empire. I hear the imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion, which means the Galarians must surely have their hands full of what better time than now to indulge in such diversion. Tell us, are involved, how Inigo is aware that we might begin our search. Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fared, nosing about the palace isn't like to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to ask around. Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yes. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the Allied Archivist and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things, and if they uncovered the trove during their occupation, it's certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodoric's days. Given that they would have been at least 20 at the time, you'll be looking for people who have seen 40 summers or more. Anything you could tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen. Arnval, pray try your luck on the fringes and the peaks whilst Kaylee makes the rounds in the Alamigan Quarter. And here I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course. Let's be about it. We can meet afterwards at that place. Okay. And there goes my ear. Okay. I'm gonna check something here. Did I done mess up? 400, 300, 400. That's a ring. There's a ring. So, a ring and a bracelet. So, Wonder Bar. Oh well. Says I get some accessories and stuff, so maybe this will be better. Oh, there it is. No, not me, lass. Sure, you've heard served the Mad King. He stole public executions up to the divine audience. Anyone who's suspected of experiencing gets crowned was flown from the top of those. I stayed far away from the palace. You want to hear an old maid's stories, do you? Well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he designed to attend the executions he ordered. Deigned to attend. Goodness gracious. And after a while, even watching his enemies die was enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me cold as flint. Okay. Pretty music. I served the pleasure of King Theodoric and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter of my life and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which, of course, we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. Ugh. If you're hell's bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Ernold. He was the king's head scribe. I am Arnold. What do you want with me? You'd have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet, if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well. I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public execution of his kinsman? Those were terrible enough, but in his last days the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to withstand. His Majesty ordered the court thaumaturge to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends and hideous aspects. Fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Learn to talk, man. Every now my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. What is this one over here? Are they all ill-tempered? Okay. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures and found none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself. But I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or the Imperial somehow overlooked it. What are you, Kaylee? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by this? Darkness beneath the palace, I wonder. I met an old man in Alagiri who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said not of cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also cited on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning her a yarn, do you think? Did you believe him, Kaylee? If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Arnold's antidote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden, but as I share my theory, there is a matter I would clarify. Arnold, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Gurlian blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you'd see in a pure-blood Gurlian's. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. Rip. In the end, she turned me out into the street, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal I'd become. I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me to the Scions. I tell you this so you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ornery folk for a measly crust of bread. With the Theodoric's gold, I could spare a bunch of people. Thank you, Ehrenwald, and I apologize. That cannot have been a pleasanter call, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Kaylee, are you content to surrender the treasure to Ehrenwald's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? Sure. Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's Troll, if you're minded to hear it. No, I'm good. Quest complete. So now let's see. Oops. I never know which is the right ones to take. Two pieces. Okay, well, that was good. In case your rival's treasure hunt over is a plan, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Seld. Pretty sure I can't fly that. Nope. Let's go see... Come on. Let's go see what that quest is all the way across, and then we'll come back. What say you, chat? Yes? Alright. There are... That's cool. Oh my gosh. There's another one of those use sturdy things, and I forgot to do it. Oh, man. Ugh. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Did I kill them all? Alright. Okay. I guess we could do that one too. Well, let's go back to what we were doing. We will do the get back to doing the main quest stuff, and we'll get over here. Oh, Northwest has a... Ah, okay. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Prior to the great flood of the sixth umbral calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines. And this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Skaya, which rose and fell during the fifth astral era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war, yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It's my belief that the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Skaya. I further surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there not simply out of desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely, and since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance to the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how Legion of Imperial soldiers and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have a certain advantages which they do not. Kaylee, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Ironvald and I will seek out an ensorcelled portal within the palace. Ensorcelled. Sure. Is that even a word? Oh, wow. Okay, I got a whole lot to do in this area. Okay. Let's see. Down, down, down we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Except for those that have done this already. This is what I mean by it could be a little bit more, a little faster. Give me a little fishy speed. That'd be nice. Yes. It's Alpha and Ode. We have searched the prisons beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate it leads to an underground cavern. What news on your end? I found a big door. And you believe it leads into the ruins. Then I dare say we'll be able to meet within. Go on and head through the door. So they found something they can just portal to. I have to go down and swim through a door? Why couldn't I just take the portal with them? Anyway, I took the liberty of calling on a friend for help. I guarantee she's dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. Okay. We shall do this. 7 minutes and we'll go work on our other stuff. Which quest is this? If it were a fish. Yeah. Down below. No, it's up. Okay. What is that quest for? How do... Ah, there it is. Okay, and back up we go. Busy work, busy work. Busy work, busy work. They just giving me busy work. Just give me that busy work. People in chat talking about the post quests after Realm Reborn. It's a slog. It is a slog. I quit because it just was not entertaining me at all. And then Heaven's Ward was very entertaining. Stormblood has been pretty good. So, try to explain to people. It's hard, right? You know, you spend money on a game. You're spending money monthly on something. You don't want to tell people, look, spend this money and trust me, in 20 to 40 hours, it'll start getting good. Right? It's not good. I think they need some more work on a Realm Reborn. But I don't know. I am just a regular software developer. I don't do video games, though I've tried. But I always run into the problem I cannot draw. Alright, let's go to the next one. Let's see if we can complete a bunch of these while we're waiting. While we're waiting, chat. 8-minute time elapsed. And the average wait time is 8 minutes. That means some wait longer, some wait less. Looks like I'm on the longer chat. It's okay. It's quite alright. And we commence. There we go. Let's do this thing. Lucky for me, I did not pay attention to anything we're supposed to do in here. So, as usual, chat, I get caught up in these things. So I'll try to make sure I look over there every once in a while, but Loot was added. That's agreed. That's agreed. Greed, greed, greed. I am just one greedy fool. Ah, longbow. There's a lot of greed tonight, chat. A lot of greed. go. Here we go, chat. Big monster. Big monster. And we finished. All right, chat. We found a bunch of treasure.
This place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Aaronwald and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you end up bearing the bulk of the burden as usual. You led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. Without your help, I reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I'm still respecter, you mean? I wish you could have seen the look in your own face often now. Must we dwell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King's Trail, and that is all that matters. Alright, now what's this? Oh, Argus. All jesting aside, we must tell the people good news, and I think Lise should be the first. Second, she is bound to be delighted. I'm not an idiot, now I should take my leave. Of course, don't let us keep you. Thanks again, and say hello to Vama for me. Now then, there is a meeting of representatives from across Alamigos, so Lise is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? Sure. Okay, let's see. I doubt I got anything good. I did not get anything good. Okay. So, that's way up there. That's over. Oh, we got 2 to turn in over here? Alright, well, let's go turn those 2 in. And then we can... Oh, it's a zoo. I can do that one over there. Okay. Okay, let's just turn that one in. Okay, that one's done. Everybody's showing off their cars. Splat. Splat. To the east. Northeast. There it is. Southeast. So we're there, and we've got one quest to do up there. Well, let's finish this quest up here, and then we will get back to it. Huh? Hey, chat? Alright. Oh, I still have my little sprout. Good. Everybody knows I'm a noob then. to go higher? No. Oh, man. Wait. Have no clue if that's the way in, but that's the way in we're taking. Those must have been the ones I was supposed to be defeating. I could have defeated out there. Oh. Remember, those rights were right outside. I could have just fought them while I was there. I was like, nah. Oh, shoot. that is. Dang it. I don't even know what that icon was. Seemed like it was like a group icon or something, but probably could have attacked him. Maybe whatever, but oh, I only got one I only got one ether thing. Okay, well, let's do that real quick then. 1,000 yalms to the south. It's probably over here, so let's go here. And we'll just run over here and get it done, and then we can fly, fly, fly. Here, chat, we can just fly. To the west. There we go. I still think that was the better decision to do. Instead of running 1,000, we're running 500. I think it's going to be on the other side of that wall, folks. Yep. So we'll go around. There we go. That one's done. Okay. Perfecto. Okay, let's go check on our story quest right now. Oh wow, got a little bit, got some more to do before we're done with the first or so. Oh, let's get back over here. Uh-oh. We got a problem. Deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Boom, boom, boom.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on?
They want some sweet revenge.
Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it!
So if I had the chat filter on for profanity, would it have blocked that out?
Butcher the butcher!
Butcher the... Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye, and my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
I know you're right, I do, but I can't.
Okay. Gonna get ready to wrap up. Have an early morning. Tomorrow night, though, I should be able to play some more. Saturday's gonna be interesting. Saturday morning is the draft. Not the draft. The NFL Combine is well, it's going on today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Saturday is the quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs, I believe. And my Minnesota Vikings are looking at quarterbacks, so I'd like to see them throw. and watch it. So I might put that on and just kind of chit chat and talk about that stuff and
Well.
be off and going.
So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
I laugh at the face of danger.
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
Oh, for Zola.
That's not why we're here, no.
Here for the chicken soup.
Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right! Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Uh-oh.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Nope.
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Fadola!
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arm.
We're citizens. We have rights.
I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
Oh, rip.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Who was there? Wow.
Vidola, please! You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods! What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
Yep.
And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
And then you joined the Imperial, and you became one of them. You didn't make the Imperials pay.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why? Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
Okay. And with that, chat, ends Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Part 1, or the first season, half, I think. Let's get the updates on where we're at. Let's see. Should be Echoes of an Exo. Echo is up next. So, Echoes of an Echo. Oh, spell it right. %78.4% to go. In the first patch, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. We did 4 today, but that's because we had the drowned city of Skaya, and that took a little bit. It wasn't difficult or anything like that, but it is what it is. Like I said, tomorrow will probably be some more. Hopefully, we'll get through the rest of the story for that first patch, and then I think we have. Let's see, we have. Whoopsie. Okay, hold on. We have the Legends Return. So that's what we're doing right now. We're at 4.1. Then we got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 6, which is part 1 and part 2. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, probably 4 days to get through the next 4 once we get through this. So let's go with 5 days. So Friday, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. And then next week we will start on the... Shadowbringers. Yeah, Shadowbringers. All right, chat. Thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you tomorrow night. You guys have an absolute wonderful night, and thank you so much for spending your night with me.